So as I start to wrap things up here on the season review series, we're going to continue looking at the Alain Vigneault-led Philadelphia Flyers in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL and the rest of the season review series, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. And let's take a look at the Philadelphia Flyers. So the Philadelphia Flyers have been, to be completely honest, a pretty mediocre team over the past 5 to 10 years. They're a team that gets in the playoffs and then misses the playoffs, gets in and misses. They never miss 2 years in a row. But the success they have, they probably get into the first round, get bounced in the first round or the second round. They never get that deep in the playoffs. So we're going to take a look at the Philadelphia Flyers, and could this possibly, with this playoff format this year, is that enough change for the Philadelphia Flyers to possibly go on a real run? Now, if you really want to know my opinion on the Philadelphia Flyers, and you're a Flyers fan out there, you want to see possible predictions for my Stanley Cup playoffs, check out my Stanley Cup predictions video. I probably did it about a month or two ago now. Man, it's been that long. But spoiler alert, Philadelphia Flyers worked out pretty well. So we're going to talk about them. In this video, we're going to take a look at the goals for, the goals against, the record, the top point producers, as well as some of the young guys coming up for the Philadelphia Flyers. So looking at the record for the Philadelphia Flyers this season, 41, 21, and 7. Pretty solid there for the Philadelphia Flyers. That's good enough for 89 points in the Eastern Conference, second in the Metropolitan Division, obviously behind the Washington Capitals, but give or take on any given day toward the end of the season, they were pretty much neck and neck. Looking at the goals for and goals against, you got goals for, 232 goals for this season, 6th best in the NHL. That's definitely pretty solid for the Philadelphia Flyers. Goals against, really solid too, 196 goals against. That's 10th best in the NHL. So the Philadelphia Flyers really doing well in both stats. Their goals for, obviously they've got some really talented players. They've really added to that depth there over the last 2 seasons. In terms of veterans, in terms of just guys that can score, they've really started to shine. Guys like Couturier have really turned it on. Travis Konecny, it's really made a difference for that group there for the Philadelphia Flyers. And the emergence of some of those young blue liners who are taking a little while to develop, guys like Provorov, Hag, they're continuing to really develop and kind of come into their own. And it's even made guys like Shane Gostisbehere possibly available. So. Looking at the top point producers for the Philadelphia Flyers, you've got Kevin Hayes, 41 points on the season. Claude Giroux, 53 points. Jacob Voracek, 56. Sean Couturier, 59 points on the year. And leading the way, Travis Konecny with 61 points this season for the Philadelphia Flyers. Looking at some of the young guys for this Philadelphia Flyers team, you've got guys like Travis Konecny, Ivan Provorov, Isaac Ratcliffe, Joel Farabee, who we are going to continue to see more and more of. He played pretty well in the Lehigh Valley Phantoms in the AHL this season, so a lot to expect from Farabee. Oscar Lindblom, bless his heart, hopefully everything is okay with him as he kind of continues to go through treatment right now. Philip Myers, who looks pretty promising, the big guy there for the Flyers. And Morgan Frost, that former first-round pick, still looks like a pretty solid prospect. And once again, another guy like Joel Farabee playing very well in the AHL with the Lehigh Valley Phantoms and probably one of the better players in the AHL right now overall. So the Philadelphia Flyers, as good as some of their players are right now, the system looks pretty solid too. This is a really solid Flyers team, and I would expect over the next 2 to 3 years, the Philadelphia Flyers, they really have a window here. You have Carter Hart, you have a really solid defense that's continuing to get better, seemingly even when it seems like they're already pretty solid, and it's still fairly young. You still have a very young center core with guys, Sean Couturier, who's still in his mid to late 20s. You've got Travis Konecny in his early 20s. You still have that guy, Nolan Patrick. We don't know how he's really going to turn out, but imagine, as long as Nolan Patrick can come back, you've got Giroux, who didn't even play that great this season. I think he had some injury issues. Kevin Hayes, who has come in and been a real great addition as well. And obviously that coaching staff adding in Alain Vigneault, Michel Therrien as an assistant. This team seems to be pretty solid, and they are serious about winning. I think the Philadelphia Flyers are definitely ready to do that over the next couple of years. So that is it for this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey and want to see the latest news around the NHL, the rest of this season review series, and our prospect report series, make sure to check those out as well. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe to stay up to date on all the news here at Goal Line Hockey. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.